LinkedIn is a website that is used to connect with other professionals in your industry. This video will provide you with some tips on how you can use LinkedIn to get noticed and gain exposure, which will help you grow your career. So, if you are new to LinkedIn, or maybe you have created a LinkedIn account years ago and now you're wondering what to do to get the most out of the platform, then this LinkedIn tutorial is for you because I'm going to show you exactly how to build a standout LinkedIn profile so that you can get potential employers and clients to come to you. And if you stay with me till the end, I'm going to share with you 4 bonus tips that will take your LinkedIn profile to the next level. So, let me start with why LinkedIn is so important. LinkedIn is a social networking site aimed at professionals. It is a place where you can share your knowledge, expertise, and experience. LinkedIn allows you to network with professionals, build connections, and identify high quality career opportunities. So, if you don't have a knockout profile and you are not using LinkedIn regularly, you need to get started right away because this number one professional networking site has an important role in building up your career. LinkedIn is a great tool for job hunting. It can help you find your next career move. It can help you find freelance work, find new clients, connect with professionals in your field, and many more. So, if you want to speed up your job search success, you need to take advantage of this LinkedIn, especially connecting with the right people at the right time and in the right way. In fact, in a study conducted by JobWhite, it shows that 87% of the recruiters use or engage LinkedIn at some point in their recruitment process. And according to LinkedIn, over 45 million people use LinkedIn to search for jobs in every week, and in every minute, 4 people get hired on LinkedIn. Now, it could be so hard to stand out among the crowd when you're looking for a job, but the key is to have a personal connection with the people doing the hiring, that is the recruiter. So, let's jump into how to build a LinkedIn profile. I'll share with you 10 tips to help you build a LinkedIn profile that helps you stand out and get noticed. Tip number one is to give importance to anything about the fold. It is important to make a good first impression on LinkedIn. Now, this starts with anything about the fold. This is anything that the visitors see when they first visit your profile. So, the higher up this section is, the more important it is. And there are 4 main sections you need to pay special attention to: your profile picture, your headline, your background photo, and your about section. So, let's go deeper into all 4 of these sections. Let's start with your profile picture. A professional looking profile picture is one of the best things you could do for your LinkedIn profile, and a bad profile picture is one of the biggest turnoffs to a potential employer or to your new connection. Make sure you have a simple background, maybe like a wall, with a really good lighting. Maybe you can stand near a window. Make sure it is a front facing photo and your face is clearly visible. Also, keep in mind that you are dressing appropriately for your industry. So, to make changes to your headshot on LinkedIn, you have to click on the profile picture. Once you click on the profile picture, you will find 3 options: view or edit profile photo, view or edit cover story, and add frame. Once you click on view or edit profile photo, you will find 3 options. You have an option to edit your photo, add a new photo, and also add frames. Once you click on the edit icon, this allows you to crop your image. You can zoom in, you can even straighten your image if you need to. You can add a filter. I would recommend not to get too crazy with the filters, but LinkedIn does keep it fairly conservative. So you could add a spotlight filter if you want. Then you can adjust the brightness, the contrast, the saturation, and so on. So there are a few things you can do here. You also have a visibility option here. Once you click that, you can choose who can see your profile photo. You have options like only people directly connected to you on LinkedIn will be able to see your profile photo, or your network, or all LinkedIn members, or you can make it public. I suggest you to make it public so that recruiters can find your profile easily. Now, to add a photo, just click on Add Photo option. You can either upload a photo or use your camera to change your profile photo. Next is a frames option. You have three options here. You can keep it the original, or you can add if you're open to work, or you can add hiring. If you are someone who have completed your course and looking for a new job opportunity, you can select the frame open to work. This will allow recruiters find that you are looking for new work opportunities. Now, you have one more interesting option under the edit profile photo, that is view or edit cover story. This is an option where you can record a short 30-second video and add to your LinkedIn profile. So, when someone goes through your profile, along with the profile photo, they will also see a profile video. This is an option which you can use to make your profile stand out from the crowd. There are a few limitations for this option, like you can only record cover story from a LinkedIn mobile app. A cover story can't exceed 30 seconds. You must be using the latest version of the LinkedIn mobile app to create and watch cover stories. All these limitations are only for uploading the video. You can view and delete the cover story from the LinkedIn desktop site. Okay, so now let's move on to the second most important part of your LinkedIn profile, and that is your headline. In order to edit your headline, just click on the edit icon, and then under the headline section, you can give your attractive headline. Now, notice right above the headline, you have an option called name pronunciation. This feature allows you to record your name pronunciation. So, if you have a name that is harder to pronounce, I highly recommend recording a pronunciation so that any new contact, including a recruiter, a hiring manager, or someone in your network, can listen to how your name is pronounced. And this name pronunciation can only be added using a mobile device. So you'll have to use your mobile app to record your name. Now, this will be displayed next to your name on your LinkedIn profile. So, when someone clicks on it, they can listen to how to pronounce your name. So, your headline is one of the most important parts of your LinkedIn profile. It tells a new employer or your new connection who you are and what you do. So, a really good headline should include industry specific keywords tailored to the position or the industry you want to be in. For example, instead of just saying digital marketer in your headline, make it more specific and say something like digital marketer specialized in SEO and Facebook ads. So, when you add those keywords that are specific to the industry, your headline will become more attractive and added with values. Let's talk about the third section on your LinkedIn profile that must be optimized, and that is your background photo. Now, this is an easy and effective way to stand out. You have a few options with your background photo. You can either choose to leave it as the default background photo, which isn't very interesting, or you can use a custom image from the LinkedIn's image library, or you can use a free graphic design tool or create something on your own that shows your personality and character. So let's look at how we edit the background photo. Again, we are going to click on the edit icon that is going to take us to the background photo dialog box. This is where we can add or change the photo just by clicking on the change photo button. We can crop the image, we can filter, we can adjust any of the items in the adjust panel. So again, that is another option if you wanted to adjust the brightness, the contrast, and so on. And then once you're finished, you're going to click apply. Okay, now I'm going to share you a few resources with you that I like to look at for interesting, unique background photos. The first one is canva.com, the next one is unsplash.com, and the next one is pixabay.com. These three options are my favorite. The cool thing about most of these resources are that they offer pre-done templates that you can customize and make your own. Okay, let's talk about the fourth most important part of the top half of your profile, and that is your About section. In addition to your headline, this is one of the most important sections on LinkedIn. And the crazy thing is, this is the most overlooked section. And it is such a missed opportunity for anyone that doesn't have their About section optimized. The About section is considered as your professional summary. This takes the lead of your headline and should be an easy to read snapshot of who you are, what you have done, and what you can do for someone else. This is very similar to your professional summary on your resume, but it is going to contain some more detail. It is going to be a little bit more eye catching, and it is going to show more of your personality and character. So I recommend starting with one strong sentence in its own paragraph that hooks your reader. This is going to explain your professional motivation and your passion and your drive. Next, follow that up with a paragraph about one of your greatest professional achievements or your greatest strength. Now, you can write up to 3 or 4 paragraphs with about 1 to 3 sentences per paragraph. Now, you want to keep your summary organized with bullet points. Also, make sure that you are adding keywords in your about section. You can pack in a lot of keywords and keyword phrases that will make your profile show up in the search results. You have a character limit of 2600, which is more than enough. So make sure that you are utilizing it properly. Now let's jump into tip number 2, and that is to use the featured section wisely. The featured section is perfect for highlighting a few things you want to show to potential employers. So the featured section comes right below the about section on LinkedIn. You can add post, LinkedIn articles, links like personal website or a YouTube video like what I have done here. You should try to find or create some content to feature here on LinkedIn. So to add content to featured section, you will simply click on the plus icon. There are mainly 4 different sections that you can add here. One is post. You can add LinkedIn articles and links, that is a link to a personal website, YouTube channel, or a YouTube video. Next is media, where you can upload photos, documents, or any presentation. Now, let's jump into tip number 3, and that is to optimize the experience section. Even though this section is further down, it might need some extra attention. I recommend you to keep these things in mind while writing the experience section. That is, to use bullet points or short paragraphs. Write not more than 2 paragraphs with about 2 to 3 sentences in each paragraph. And just like on your resume, you should have results driven achievement statements that shows the actions you took and the results you made. Now, as much as you can use quantifiable results like number of products sold or percentage increased of productivity, and try to choose numbers that shows the effect you had on your team or on the company, not just on yourself. This will show a potential employer exactly how you can help them. So to add a position to your experience section, you just have to simply click on the plus sign inside the experience section. Here you can add your designation, your company location, the dates you are employed, and I suggest you to add your role and responsibilities that you had during that work. If you have done your internship, you can mention it there along with the works you have done during that internship. If you wanted to make changes to one of your existing position, you can go ahead and click on the edit icon and you can make the changes. Let's jump into tip number 4, and that is to fill out your education and certification section. So, to add your education and certifications to your LinkedIn profile, you just have to simply click on the Add Profile section. You will notice that you have education and licenses and certification. Now, I already have education added to my profile. So, this is where you're going to list your education details. Make sure to take advantage of the certification section. This is where you can show off your qualification and your continuing desire to learn and stay relevant. So, the great thing about this section is that LinkedIn has a lot of certifications that you could already plug into this area. So, get the name of your certification, type it in here. You will then also type in the issuing organization. If you have the issue date or the expiration date, you can add that in there. A lot of certifications have a credential ID, and a lot of them have a URL that you can share. So once you get that in there, you will click save, and that is going to pop up right under your education section. And if you are a digital marketer, you have a lot of options to take certifications from Google, HubSpot, etc. Now let's jump into tip number 5, and that is to add a volunteer experience section. This section is not 100% necessary to fill out, but it is a section that can make you stand out over your competition. Employers really like to see people who give back to their communities. Now, it is especially helpful if these volunteer experiences involve doing work in your field and applying your professional skills. So, to fill out your volunteer experience section, you're going to simply click on the add button. This is going to allow you to add an organization. You can put your role in and you can add a cause if you can find the cause in the list here. You can add start date and end date. Now, I highly recommend adding a description to this role. You will add the description just like you would in your work experience section. Now, let's jump into tip number 6, and that is to use skills and endorsements. So, the skills endorsement section falls right under the volunteer experience section. LinkedIn lets you add up to 50 skills to your profile that will help your name show up when recruiters search for people like you to fill jobs you are looking for. Now, I only recommend adding skills you want to be known for or skills you're actually really good at. Now, even if you have some basic knowledge of something, you can even promote it if it comes in your industry. And the skills and endorsement area is the best place to do that. I want you to focus on your field or the field you want to go into and get as specific as you can. You can choose which top 3 skills you want to list first for people to see. Now, it's fine to ask for endorsements from other people. This will demonstrate that others in your network agree with the skills you have. So, to add a new skill, you will have to just simply click on Add a New Skill area. LinkedIn will suggest a set of skills for you to add based on what is already in your profile. However, you can click on the skill section and type a skill that you would like to. If you want to edit your list of skills, simply click on the edit icon. You will notice that the top 3 skills are showing up first. That is what is shown on your profile page as well. Again, these are the most important skills and ones that you really want people to be endorsing you for. In order to bring the skills to the top, you just have to click on the pin icon and it will bring those skills to the top. Keep in mind that you can only choose up to 3 skills to feature as your top skills. You could even choose adjust endorsement settings. This will allow you to manage how you receive and give endorsements. I highly recommend keeping all of these set to yes. Now, let's jump into tip number 7, and that is to give and get recommendations. Recommendations are a fantastic way to build your reputation and authority in your industry. You want to give recommendations to people you have worked with really closely in the past or are currently working with, especially direct supervisors or people who worked on your team. Once you have given a recommendation to someone, send a request for that individual to give you a recommendation. Most likely, they will return the favor. Request a few skills or abilities you would like your connection to mention in the recommendation and make it super easy. Here is a quick template you could use to write a recommendation for another LinkedIn member or have another LinkedIn member write a recommendation for you. You're going to list the professional's name as a passionate, motivated, and enthusiastic individual. I had the pleasure of working with the name at company XYZ and have witnessed names drive and passion to reach a designated career goal. I am positive that name will reach great heights and will be an asset to any company name chooses to work for. Now remember that name is going to be you or you're going to use that recommendation template to write a recommendation for someone else. So, to ask for recommendation, all you need to do is to click on the ask for recommendation area. You're going to then say who do you want to ask. So, in here, you can type the individual's name who is on your network. They will give you suggestions. Select the name and then click on continue. Here, you can say the relationship with the person, the position at the time, and also type a personalized message while you're asking for recommendation. And then click on send. I want to show you what you can do to edit a recommendation. So just click on the edit icon and notice this will allow you to ask anyone that has written a recommendation for you for a revision. So let's say that they have mentioned something in the recommendation that you want them to expand on a little bit further. You can just go ahead and click on that, and that will take you to a message where you can then ask them to change something in their recommendation. Let's jump into tip number 8, and that is to add any other relevant accomplishments. Here, the cool thing LinkedIn allows you to add additional information in the accomplishments section. You'll find this section at the very top of your profile under Add Profile section. You just have to click on that button right there, and then notice you can scroll down to say accomplishments area. So these are the things like publications you have written, courses you have taken, languages you speak. You can even add special projects that you're working on or organization you are affiliated with. I want you to think of the accomplishment section as a bonus section. It is a great to take advantage of this section, but you should only add what you're really proud of and anything that shows off your working skills, especially if it relates to the field you are in or the field you want to be in. Now, let's jump into tip number 9, and that is to edit your public profile URL. This is an important way to polish off your LinkedIn account. So, all you need to do from your LinkedIn homepage is to click the Edit Public Profile and URL button at the top. And once you're inside, you will have to click on the pencil icon right under the Edit Your Custom URL. Now, notice that your LinkedIn URL can contain anywhere from 3 to 100 letters or numbers. You can't use spaces, symbols, or special characters. So, my recommendation here is to do your very best to use your first and last name. Now, if that combination is already taken, try to use some from your first, your last, or your middle name. Anything that identifies you but that is simple and easy to read and remember. Okay. And now let's jump into tip number 10, and that is to use the open to work section strategically. Open to work section is one of the LinkedIn's attractive features. Essentially, it allows you to signal a recruiter or a hiring manager or well anyone in your network that you are open to new opportunities. So, if you are someone who's eagerly searching for a new job or a new opportunity, I suggest you to click on this open to work option. Under your profile picture, you'll find this open to option. Just click on that, and you will have three options available under that. So, if you are finding a new job, you can click on that option and show recruiters and others that you are open to work. Just click on that and it will give you some more detailed options, like you'll have to mention what kind of work that you are open to. You can add job titles, you can add on workplaces, job location, you can add start date and end date, and you can find few more options over there. So now that you're done with the 10 tips, I need to remind you something, that building an optimized LinkedIn profile is just a first step. If you're serious about getting new job and grow your career, networking needs to be your number one priority. And LinkedIn is the best place to do this. Now that you are with me till the end of this video, this is a time for some bonus tips on networking. So tip number 1 is to connect with people you already know on LinkedIn. Okay, so these can be your family members, your friends, your colleagues, bosses, previous bosses, co workers, anyone that you can think of, you are going to be connecting with them on LinkedIn. Okay, so before we move on to bonus tip number 2, I want to share this with you that LinkedIn provides a vast network. It gives you communities, groups. This is where you can network with other people that do what you do. Then alumni, so people on your high school, your college, these people are probably on LinkedIn. Start reaching out to them. Then LinkedIn have resources. If you have not taken advantage of the resources on LinkedIn, like the learning resources, definitely start doing that. LinkedIn provides a vast network of all of these things. So make sure you're using this wisely. So the next tip on networking is to meet new people on LinkedIn. Okay, so these are people, they could be your friends of your friends, they could be family members of your family members, just on a different side. They could be people that went to the same school as you, but that you didn't know while you were in school. The list goes on and on and on. Now, what I want to make a note here is when you're meeting new people on LinkedIn, and this goes for your family members too, and your friends also, okay? And you want to make sure that you are personalizing your connection request to them. So now I'm going to show you few tips on how to search for people on LinkedIn. On the search bar, you just have to type in your college name or the school name, and then you need to select people over here. You have other filters also like connections, locations, current companies, and a few more other filters are there. You can go through and connect with people who you feel are relevant to your industry. Now, another way of connecting with people is that if you want to work for some company, just take that company page and then you can select the people option over there. And there you'll find CEO, HR managers, team leaders, recruiting managers, and all the people who have power to hire or recommend you. Try connecting with them. Okay, so till now we have looked into how to create an optimized LinkedIn profile. Then we looked into networking with people on LinkedIn, and the process doesn't end here. Okay, the next tip is to engage with your network. So you can engage in different ways. We can send personal messages. Another thing that you can do to engage is compliment others on their accomplishments. LinkedIn will give you notifications and say, hey, compliment this person on his promotion, or compliment Mr. X on his work anniversary. So take advantage of this and utilize it properly. Next tip is to request information. You may reach out and ask someone, hey, can you tell me more about that position? Can you tell me what can I be doing right now so that in 1 year I can work in this position? Most likely they are going to want to offer their time and they'll be happy to talk about what they do, how they got to where they are right now, and give you advice on how you can do the same thing. Now, next is interacting in the news feed. This is the easiest thing to do. Okay, you can like other people's post, you can comment on their post, you can share their post. So there are so many cool things that you can do inside the news feed. And then finally, on this part, follow accounts. So again, there might be influential members on LinkedIn. If you can just follow and support other people's account on LinkedIn, this shows that you're active. This shows that you're engaging in your industry. Okay, guys, so with this, we have come to the end of this video. And let me know in the comments down below what your favorite LinkedIn tip was. Let's continue the conversation down there. Thank you, bye, and wish you a successful career ahead.